Right, in this video today we are going to be washing my car. Have you look, it's not really too bad. There's a lot of brake dust on the wheels, especially the front, and we're going to go for the best method of washing a car, not by hand, well kind of by hand, but going to the supermarket and using the utilities they have at the supermarket jet spray area to wash it to the best way I think possible. Quickest way, of course, it's not always convenient to wash your car the way it's described by hand for hours and hours, scrubbing away and polishing using a tool, which is of course the best way, but the best way for a normal person with convenience, bear in mind supermarkets and the availability with their jet washes. Alright, so I'm going to head off to the supermarket now. Right, we're at the jet wash. So Tesco's. I prefer the Tesco's jet wash because you've got 5 buttons on there. The first one is heated. I'll zoom in on that. Heated bug spray, and so the bug spray it'll clean off bugs, and it's hot water jet. And the second one is a foam. Now foam, if you look in a minute, there'll be loads of foam come out. It's an amazing amount of foam that comes out. So that's the third button. There's also one I do like, so I usually use the foam. I don't use the bug spray, and I use also the fourth button, which is it releases a kind of like a polish onto your car. Now I do like that, and so it doesn't come out full blast because I don't really like it at full blast. So I'm going to be using the brush. The brush will be with obviously a hot foam that comes out, and there's plenty of it, and that would be enough of a lubricant not to scratch your paint, even though it's a soft brush. Obviously you've got to be careful with the dust and particle that can scratch your paint, but using that is fine. It's absolutely fine. You can get rid of the dirt using the hot brush. It's soft, you've got loads of foam. Then added to that, the next thing I use, like I said, is the one with a wax gloss thing that squirts out, and it's not at full power, not full powered kind of jet wash kind of power, so it's not going to be getting water into your important areas like your brake caliper, there's little rubber gaiters in your brake calipers. It won't be getting in that, and also don't spray directly in the brakes even though you're using a lower power. And also if there's any bit of dirt and grind in there, you're not going to scratch the surface with using a high powered jet wash. Right, Tesco jet wash is £2.50 for two. Sorry, I say it again. It's 2.5 minutes for £1. So I've got £4. Normally I use £3. That's enough. Actually, it takes 50p, £2, £1, 20p, 10p's. So bug cleaner, cold shampoo. I don't use this. I do use this one. Triple colour foam, and I use that one. High pressure cold wax wash. I don't use that. Don't use that. So I don't want anything high pressure. Avoid them. I might use that, but I probably won't anymore. I'll use that one and that one. So button 3, button 4. Put your money in. I've got what, 2.5. So 7.5. 10 minutes is it? 10 minutes. 10 minutes to do this, and I'll take a bit longer than usual because I'm filming. Right, so I've got the brush. I've got the spray on this side, and that's what we're looking for. Right, okay, so let's begin with. So here we go, 10 minutes. You wait till the bubbles come out and start on the roof. You're going to go at the highest point, and ideally if you're washing your car you should be going along it. You don't want any kind of streaks of hair or scratches of hair that in a different direction. You go along it like so. The roof is a good place to start. It all seals in. And I will work corner to corner. The reason why I also cleaning the car today is because right in this leading edge, right in this roof here, I can kind of see the possibility of rust along this leading edge here, rust appearing. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lacquer it later on. So corner to corner, I'm just going to work across the lowest part of your car is going to be the dirtiest, so you should probably leave that till last. Look how much smoke is coming out, and the camera person holds it right. So this leading edge here, this edge here is where I'm going to be lacquering it. So I'll make sure it goes clean. Corner firm, no problem in the bonnet. Down, get my bugs off. This is feeling temperature's what? 40 degrees, 45 degrees I can feel. Tempting to get the wheels done, but I'm not. That's where the main part of the grip is. Right. One you do the front. So I'm going to be going through what I do, includes foaming it, cleaning it, and then also waxing it. The type of wax product I've been finding. So we're working the other side. The rear of this car usually kicks up a lot of dirt. And I do thoroughly recommend doing it yourself. I thoroughly do not recommend sticking it in the car wash with those spinning foaming spikes, almost like spikes, hard plastic things. They will scratch your paintwork to smithereens in no time. I'm conscious that I haven't done the bottom half of the panel yet, because that's where the main parts are going. I do, like I said, recommend Tesco's car wash, because I don't think, unless they're not always like this, they're 41, I can't think of a car wash that chucks up this much foam. Have a look. You can either get your bang for your buck. I've used up 2.5 minutes. I'm going to get to the bottom half now. This is where most of the dirt is. And not only does it, there's loads of foam coming out. It sure smells fine as well. It's got a cherry kind of smell to it. And time for front wheels. You're never going to get this perfect. There's always going to be brake dust. Let's just spend hours and hours doing it. So just go along, do what you can here. Remember when I'm spraying it with a spray, careful not to spray, especially high power spray, careful not to spray high power spray into the caliper gator, the plastic rubber gate. You get water in there, and after a while, what happened? I mean, normal road use, you're not going to get water ingressed into the rubber gator, but spraying the high power jet wash, you are going to do it. You're going to get water into the rubber gator, and over a period of time it will rust. And if they rust, your brake seize up, that's it, you're going to have a hell of a job. It'll be another video, you know, how to kind of stuck brake rotors, brake calipers that have seized up. Like I said, this part is the part with the most dirt. Get that good going over here, and wing mirrors. Particularly time that's good. It's good for it. You're going to rust protect it. You're going to make paintwork survive a lot longer. Fact is, you're going to get rid of some of those harmful chemicals on it, and paint needs flexibility. And when you wax paint, it makes it more flexible. Just like your attack, but like I said, a big part of this, I'm going to try and clean the front of that to get to it, so I can lacquer the front leading edge, and I'll show you that in another video. I forgot to mention, you should have ready some microfiber cloths. I'm going to give that a keep going over, because I know I want to do it all in one. This bit's the bit that's going to hold up the dirt. Just going to get the other side. Once I've done the other side, what I'll do is I'll start spraying with the. I'm going to start spraying into the will actually spray at low power. So it's not perfect, there's going to be slight little bits of tar, road tar stuck in it. That's the best you can do. Like I said, it's what you do for a supermarket. 7.5 minutes is enough. You don't need 10 minutes. I'm just doing this because I'm being filmed and it's thorough. The other one. So coming over, there's it. Start with the roof, of course. Obviously start with the roof. And really you should spray back to front, front to back on these as a normal operation of a car. If you imagine wind resistance, you should spray it as the wind, as the normal car normally travels. If you look at this, it's kind of like a glossy kind of liquid that comes out. If you went backwards, you might start lifting trim like that. So just go in the normal direction, start at the roof. As I'm doing this, I see loads of leaves falling into my grill, which is not cool. So if you've got like remember I had that Honda Civic silver one, careful when you spray things that stick out like Honda Civic. There's a little winglet on it, came apart, fell off. If I spray this right now, the important area is this area, the grill. Do not punch that jet straight in, do not go like that straight, you're going to damage your grill. What do, come at an angle. Come at an angle so that grill is not affected. That grill is made of quite soft aluminium and you can damage it. So after this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to microfiber the top down. And also as soon as you can do it, not in the sunshine. Not in the sunshine. Kind of dries it quickly. A little bit of sunshine, it's not too bad. Time, 1 minute left. Here's a real nice. We're not spraying to the rain, we're not spraying to the rain. We're not just down here a little bit. No problem. Feels like it's on a high jet spray. Actually, probably not. Let me just test it. 5. It feels the same. 4 and 5 feels the same today. Never mind. So do not spray into the weight area. 20 seconds left. Probably won't need it. I've done most of my needs. The next bit is I'm going to use my cloth. Looking alright now. Stage 2 coming up in a second. Well, I've got loads of these microfiber cloths. Start at the roof. Now I was going to park somewhere else apart from this jet spray area, but I've just noticed that there's a lot of people pumping their gas, pumping their petrol where I was going to go. And I thought I didn't want to disturb you with my talking. I think I'm nuts or something. So I'm just going to, first couple of cloths I'm just going to get off as much water as possible. Because when this is not rainwater, remember I've got a video on how to wash your car in the rain. That's the best type of water you can use, rainwater. It's not going to leave any streaks because it's got no calcium carbonate, no chalk. This water is normal tap water. It's going to have calcium carbonate. So I am just getting rid of all the big splodges of water. If this dries as it is, you're definitely going to get streakiness. You're definitely going to get watermarks everywhere. Right, so first thing, I'm going to pause the video in a second once I've done this. So you get the idea. I'm getting off most of the water. I've got what, 5-6 cloths ready to go. It's going to keep going down until it dries more and more and more until it's kind of dry. Don't let it dry naturally, like I said, you're going to get watermarks. One thing I don't recommend is bringing a billow pad to wash your car, because that will ruin your paint. Another thing I don't normally do is, at this stage I wouldn't use the same cloths to clean the wheels. We'll do it separately. I think if I wanted to, I might just leave it as it is. It's not perfect. See some dirt there. That's fine. But I've got all the watermarks off now. I've used four standard size cloths. I think they're 30 by 30 centimeters. And so next stage is I'm going to be using this. This is quite good. Demon Shine Car Plan. You can get this from any supermarket, including this one. And I've got another cloth, and I do recommend these cloths be washed after you clean them, even though I haven't used these two at all. This cloth has been cleaned, but it's got a bit of like dirt stain in it, but it's a clean cloth. So I'm going to be using this to polish over. So Car Plan, spray it on, and so this is kind of greasy kind of stuff. It's, I don't know if it really is greasy. I've got extra cloths, which I need more. And this is the sort of stuff that adds that extra layer of protection. And it says afterwards it's like you waxed it for hours, and it does come out really shiny, especially on the lamps. Backwards and forward motion, get plenty on there, you don't want any friction. Backwards and forward motion, nice and gentle. So the other side. I'm going to do this all over my car. Let me show you on the lamp specifically. Come to the front on this lamp. Just focus on there a second, please. Yeah, so it really works well on this plastic. And this stuff here, this plastic, is the first to go. In terms of it's going to look dull, it's going to look bad, all the little scratches in it. First thing to go. You need some protection with these lamps. They look really bad when they go. Right, so I'm going to do it all over my car. And is there another stage to this? There is one more stage. I've got extra protection for those lamps. I'll show you right at the end when I go back home. Right, this is the end result after I've, and it's in the sunshine, so it looks a bit shinier. After I put the Car Plan polish on it. And I've got one more layer to put on to these lights. I haven't done the wheels, like I said. So polished up rooftop. Alright, okay. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Consider sharing it, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. If you are, thanks for watching anyway.